All right, welcome back. It's day 4 of the Luzon campaign, and we are once again going to hit up two missions here. We have drawn light bombers, and it's an objective. Will be for 5 D31As. I mean A1s. And as a bonus, we'll get one pilot who flows the mission will gain an extra XP. Also have two bandits involved. It's only worth two victory points, but we'll take what we can get. Combined with the photo recon, which is only going to take one plane, we should hopefully get four victory points. Now, there's only one plane assigned to this, and there's going to be two sites in the target area and one in each approach area, plus a bandit in the target area. So I'm going to have one of my better guys do that. I'm going to probably put my best pilot that is not my ace on that one. We're not bombing anything, but um, I guess all we got to do in that one, I may have to try to look that up, is go into the target area and get the hell out. Never played that one before. May have to dig into my rules. If my, of course it doesn't. For some reason, when I'm recording, my Adobe Acrobat doesn't want to work right. And we can fix that. We'll clear up and go online and get the online rules down, and I'll try and look at without boring you guys. So, anyway, let's get this going so nobody gives up watching. As you remember, if you watched my last mission, last two missions were pretty rough. We lost mission 4. We took a lot of stress on mission 4. And mission 5, we barely pulled out. Um, but we pulled it out nonetheless. So we're 12 points for the campaign so far. And we've done 5 missions, and we're into the 4th day. So we're not doing horribly. I've only got room on my log sheet for 7 more missions, but we'll figure that out. Fill another log sheet out if I have to. All right, so let's see which 4 pilots we want to pull for light bombers. And actually, I think I'm going to work backwards here and assign my pilot for. You know what? Let's do this in order. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Just got home from work, so my brain's got to get into game mode. We drew the target cards. We selected the targets. Photo recon is secondary. Determine and place sites. No sites for this one. And there are sites for this one. I still would like to see these chits maintain the board game chit count. Right now, the bombers and sites are separated, and it gives us an awful long list of chits to pull from, and I believe that really messes with the chances for the draw, because if you're drawing sites and airplanes and they're double sided, you're not going to be able to pull some of them. And I believe that's set up with a little thought behind it. So we're not getting, at least in the other games, it seemed important. But anyway, enough of me rambling. That's just me. I have mentioned this, and that's all I'm going to do about it. We're going to play the game and enjoy it regardless. So let's pull the sites. I'm going to put them down here just so we have them all pulled for uh, both. All right, so those will be the four outsides, and these will be the, that doesn't stack very well. Two insides. Not bad. Riflemen. They don't scare me very well, so we really don't have much to worry about on this one. Other than the bandit, so I just got to make sure I got somebody with high stress just in case these guys really get some good rolls. The bandit, if I have a good fighter pilot out there, that should be no problem. So let's pull him just because I've got a whole bunch of guys that have a lot of stress on them. At this point, I have one, two, three pilots with no stress on them. Told you I was having a bad run. Um, and Puffy only has one. And actually, Ludwig's pretty available because he's got two stress and he's got six available. So we're going to be all right. We can pull off these two missions, and a lot of these other guys will recover, and we'll be back in business. Not to worry. But do I have somebody that I can throw out here that's good air to air? Gutenkunst is available. He's plus one. Gallant one. Puffy's one. Charlie Field 0. Yeah, we're not looking very good on our fighter pilots today. So, Charlie has a gung ho and an agile. So, you know what? I'm going to put Charlie Field in here. And I hope that the bandit we pull in that does not get him turned. And if he gets a chance to fire right away, we'll use that gung ho to take out the bandit, and then it's just smooth sail. And the agile help with the other rifleman, and hopefully he can get through that mission in and out. I will try to read up on that while I'm not boring you guys, or I'll pause if I can the video later. Yeah, I can go in and do that, so not a big deal. What did I do that for? Now I got it up there, I can't get it down. Very nice. I'm going to leave that there. There we go. All right, we're getting off track here tonight. So we need four pilots for this one. And this is going to be nothing to bomb. So we're looking for all fighters, which sucks because Ludwig is one of the few ones I was thinking of using. Um, Aldrich is not available because he's three stress. Jacob Tanjayan, same. Scott Sticks Roland, same. Matt Ryder, 3 out of 3. So we've got Puffy, Gutenkunst, Gallant, Gingrich. We're going to have no choice. It's going to have to be Aldrich, and he's got 3 stress on him already. But he's going to have to join the fray because I need good, and he gets an SA back. I need good pilots on this one. I'm going to need all the help I can get doing some shooting down bombers and taking care of bandits. So Gutenkunsten will be pilot number 2. And Gallant will be pilot number 3. And I did like the random draw I got. A lot of my guys have gung ho. That really helps. All right, there's going to be my 4. And let me go through my sheet now and mark them before I forget, because I have a tendency to forget things. Aldrich, little triangle in the corner. Gutenkunst, little triangle in the corner. Gallant, little triangle in the corner. Caldwell, little triangle in the corner. All right, side notes here. One of these guys will get an extra VP, so we're going to count on hopefully getting two each. Gutenkunst needs 4 to promote. Puffy only needs 1 to promote. He probably get 2. Gallant needs 4 to promote. And Aldrich does not need, he will give his away. So we're going to promote somebody this time. Actually, 2 people are going to get promoted. Big if, we beat this mission. All right, we have assigned pilots. Arm the aircraft. That will be quite easy because neither one of these requires bombing. And he's going to be going in with the sole purpose of coming in and out. And I actually need to look that one up and see if. Oh, come on, Greg. There we go. I got to fix that. I need to see if exactly how to play that one. I think all we got to do is get into the target area and get the hell out of there. It's a photo recon, and we can get rid of the no sights. We've already pulled on them. So, all right, enough rambling, Greg. So we're going to look at the target bound event card. I was getting some good ones for the first 3 missions. The last 2, not so much. Keep this card. The next time a pilot suffers a damaged result, they suffer +2 stress. Then discard this card. And my lack of luck, I will call it, continues when it comes to those. So you always get +2 stress for damage anyway, so whoever gets hit with that is going to get a +4. Well, the only way around now, we got to keep that card, so no matter what, we can't get rid of it. Anyway, quit rambling, Greg. I'm a rambling man. All right, place aircraft. So we've got 2 bandits to select for this one. In 45. Boom. No bandit. Boom. Oh, not rifleman. I'm doing sights. Wrong pile. And we do got 1 bandit, and he doesn't even scare me. There, we return that to 45. And now we need to go through and get some D31As. 5 of them to be exact. 1. Oh, that's not. Now I'm going to have to do these selectable. Specifics. 1. 2. I keep hitting the sights. 3. 4. Oh, good job, Greg. 4. And 5. Alright, so we've got our 5 bombers. And fortunately, we only drew one bandit. So we're not looking too horrible yet. It does not really matter where we're coming in. So place my aircraft first. And all them bombers are going to be at high, so we're all going to come in at high and make them come up to us. All right, we're going to just try to take all this out. And I have not yet played a bomber one, so you guys will have to bear with me as I stumble my way through this one. Um, and if I make mistakes, I make mistakes. We're here to enjoy the game. If I make a mistake and somebody comments, I'll lock that away in my brain housing group for later. And hopefully I won't make it again. Let's see. Intel Air Defense Adjustment. In my campaign map, I am still at no change due to one of the great cards that moved my intel counter back. And we would have been on -1 site, wouldn't have helped us at all. We are also going after target 29, which is right down here in zero land, which is not going to hurt us at all, except the machine guns that fire at us. And draw over the target event card. And this really makes me nervous because I've been having a lot of trouble with these lately. -1 from all sight and bandit attack die rolls. I like that. I can deal with that one. And that'll help. Them bandits look pretty lethal. I mean, the bombers. I didn't really notice that before, but they look pretty lethal. They're bracketed, so it doesn't really matter if you get them tailed or disadvantaged. They got the as long as they got the brackets. And I'll double check that, but as long as they got the brackets, it doesn't really matter if you're got them there. They fire it. No modification based on that. Just on the air to air. And that -1, I need to find out what that -1 is too. Like I said, didn't play bombers before. So, still new to this game. I got it not long ago. Love it. Haven't played a lot of. I've played a lot of the other games, but I haven't played them for a while. So, um, my brain gets kind of mushy sometimes, and I forget things. Problem with working. You got to push things out to concentrate on work, and by the time you go to have fun again, it's gone. All right, bear with me. I'm looking up the errata online and see if I can get it to work online. And now it's probably going to do the same thing. Let's see what happens here. Good, I can do that. So bear with me while I look up bomber and verify what that -1 is. Well, that -1's going to be their air to air. It's got to be if it's the same as the bandits. Okay. Bombers. Yes, air to air modifier, altitude, name, and attack numbers. Bombers. Bombers are enemy aircraft that only appear as air objectives for certain targets. These counters have yellow stripes as a visual reminder that they can only be attacked by guns. The high indicator, bomber flies at high altitude, low altitude. I want to fly all them at high. Doesn't say we can. Doesn't let me flip them, so I assume that's the only choice we have. That's the only problem with vassals. I don't have original counter work to see if there is supposed to be a backside or not. So we're rambling again. Um, I'm going to read a little bit into the dogfight sequence, and I'll read it out loud so you guys can learn as I learn if need be. Um, if on a fast pilot, if the fast escort's target is a bomber with attack numbers in brackets, that bomber now fires on the escort and may do so from any position. That's what I thought with bracketed numbers. Position modifiers do not apply. That does not say, though, that the A2A readings don't apply, so we will still include those. Um, and if the escort survives step 1B and it is in neutral or better position, it now attacks the bomber or bandit. Position modifiers do apply on his attack, so we maneuver, bombers fire, then if we survive, we fire, and then that's the end of their turn. They don't get to fire again when everything's said and done. They fire when attacked on. So, all right, let's do this. And plus, they're on a -1, so that's going to make it better. They're going to need to roll 5 or better to do anything. And he's going to need to roll a 7, 9, or 10. So I'll still want to take him out because he can maneuver and get somebody in a bad position and get some modifiers that would hurt. Place the turn counter to 1. We've done that. Dive bombers, not to worry. Fasts, not going to happen. And we've been promoting people. Did we get any fasts yet? Nope, no fasts on the board. All right. Slights and bandits, nope. Slows, nope. Aircraft move. And it does not say bandits move. If there are aircraft, excuse me, sorry about that. Um, doesn't say what the bomber groups will do. I'm going to leave them in the target areas. They are the target. So I'm just going to move my guys. I'm assuming that the bombers are the target area, so they're going to stay in the target area, and we just got to go in and get them. He's going to turn counterclockwise, and I'm going to assign him to Aldridge. And that poor bandit is going to have a problem. And then all 4 of us are going to wade in. So, with him, I'm not going to waste any time here. Aldridge has an SA, so we will use that, which will let him go in the fast and the slow. Situational awareness is what the SA is. I'll let him go in the fast and slow moves in the next turn. Bandits have moved. Advanced turn counter. I hope I'm playing it right. If anybody knows better, feel free to let me know and I'll adjust in future missions. Turn counter to 2. Fast pilots, and we're going to use the SA. Like I said, the other thing I would like to do is put an SA counter behind him so I remember. Like I said, once you move that SA all the way down to 0, you got nothing showing on his card and nothing on the behind the plane. Just makes it very difficult to try to remember things. Um, but I haven't forgotten it yet. I came close once. Aldrich's firing. I'm gonna maneuver. Let's get the dog fighting here, and I'm gonna pull that over here. And he's going to just do his in my sights because that's a nice easy one. I'm half tempted to go ahead and use a one of his gung hos just to get it out of the way. And he has to still got it. So if I roll an 8 and above, he maintains that gung ho. I don't have to worry about that until I roll the attack dice. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Um, let's see what his maneuver brings up. On his maneuver success, we got to roll d10, add our ATA, and subtract the enemy ATA. He's got a +3, so we're going to add 3 to the die roll because the bandit only has a 0. And we roll a 1. +1 attack. That would be a +4 attack. He needs a 4 or better to take out that bandit. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to save it. And a 9, good thing. He takes out the bandit. We return him to the 1945 deck. And that is Aldrich's the 6th kill. You know what? I keep forgetting that. He's an ace. What do aces get? I don't know why I forget things. I used to be a pretty intelligent person. And I've kind of lost everything. Aces. Each time a pilot destroys a total of 5 enemy aircraft, whether bandits or bombers, he is an ace. He can earn ace multiple times throughout a campaign for every 5 bandits he destroys or bombers. Mark every bandit destroyed by marking a star in the experience area of the pilot. You gain +1 victory point at the end of the campaign for each ace rating earned if the ace is still part of your squadron and is not unfit at the end of the campaign. So they really don't get anything other than more victory points at the end of the campaign, and he can still tack that on. So that's good. I haven't missed anything then. Boy, sometimes you read rules and they just don't apply. I learn better by doing, which sucks because you need to read the rules. Well, that's why I watch a lot of YouTube videos. All right, Greg, you're rambling again. Dogfights down. Nobody else can fire because they're over here. Um, Aircraft move. We're going to go right on into. I'm going to have them all face me. Like I said, it does not matter. I'll line them all up like ducks in a row. Something like that. That looks good to me. All right. Come on, Greg. No OCD here. And we moved right into the. We're going to move right into the area and meet them. And at this point, it really doesn't matter if we're going to have one left over. Um, I'm going to move the advance the turn counter to turn 3. And dive bombers, nope. Fast pilots, nope. See, we wasted. Well, we didn't really waste the SA. He could have turned Aldridge, and that could have been a mess last time. That's why I don't take a chance sometimes. I'd rather use the SA. He gets it back next mission anyway. Um, Sights and bandits attack. They don't attack yet. Engaged fast escorts. We don't have any fasts. Unengaged fast pilots. We don't have any engaged bandits. Bandits maneuver, but these are bombers. A bomber may attempt to suppress bandits only in self-defense. It cannot suppress a bandit attack. So these are my guys that they're talking about. So theirs basically can't do anything until I attack them. All right, So we're gonna maneuver. Let's go start with Aldrich. Um, get out the dogfight thing again. And like I said, this really doesn't matter except when he attacks. The bombers, when they attack, it's not going to affect whatever position they're in. Um, he's going to go to safe and sure in my sights. Roll the dice. Five, um, six, seven, eight, nine, because he's a -1. Nine will give him a +2 attack. So he's got a 3. +2 is 5. But we got to do the bomber first. And it says the slow escort target is a bomber with attack numbers in brackets. That bomber now fires on the escort and may do so from any position. The position modifiers do not apply. So he's got a 4, 8, and 10. And he hits a 9. And what I'm unsure of is A to A, enemy attack. They add theirs. Yes, detail 9, add the enemy ATA, which is -1. Um, so that's 8. And subtract a friendly ATA, which is 3. So that's going to be a 5. That brings the enemy attack number. 5 gives him a. Oh, and almost forgot a -1, 4. So that is officially in the, well, almost missed the stress. Aldrich is at 3 stress already. 4 stress, he's still okay. So we'll take that stress right now and save our gung hos. If we get any more, we're going to use up some gung hos on that. He almost got away with that one. So anyway, we're going to fire. And what did I say my number was? That was a 5. We got a +2, +3 is +5, 7, 8. He doesn't even need a roll. 10. With the figures, I get a 10 when I don't need it. And Aldrich gets another kill. So, you know what? I'm going to put ace on him right now because he has reached ace status, if it'll let me. No, well, I'm going to put that into his menu. Okay, ace on. Put ace on, but they're allowed to accumulate aces. So we got to look at that too and see if we can make ace, put a layer on that ace piece, make it stack, help keep things in memory. Quit rambling, Greg. Gutenkunst is next. He will. He's a +1. He has a gung ho. He's going to use the same thing in my sights. +1 and a +1 for the bandit. I mean the bomber. So he's going to add 2. 7, 8, 9 adds 2 to his attack. The bomber's going to fire back. -1, -2, and -3. 2, nothing. Gutenkunst adds 2, +1, +2. That's +4. Needs an 8. Gets a 9. Gutenkunst gets a kill. So right now, this is not a very challenging mission, and I'm going to shut up because they usually hear me and go south. I was starting to get a little boastful after the first 3 missions, and I paid that price. So shut the mouth, Greg. Gallant. I've played these games enough that they can put you on your butt in a hurry. He is an ATA of +1, so we're going to do the same thing in my sights on him. +1, +2, 3, 4, 5. Get a +1 attack. Bandit, -2, -3 is a 7. That will be a stress on Caldwell. Or we can use a gung ho, but I'll take distress. I like to save them gung hos. They don't replenish unless you have a gung ho target. And this one's not gung ho, and that one is not gung ho. So we don't play that game. We'll save them if we have to, if we can. Um, Gallant will fire then, and that's a +1, +2, +3. Ooh, that's 7. He gets nothing. All right, so um, Caldwell. Caldwell is. Oh, I put that on Caldwell. Decrease stress. That goes on Gallant. Increase stress. Caldwell. He's a +1 also. He has a gung ho also. He's +1, +2. Roll. Oh, he rolled a 10. That's 12. That's going to be a +2 attack. Bandit's going to fire. -1, -2, -3. 9, of course. 6. That's going to be stressing the Caldwell, so I could have left it on him. He's 2 out of 4, so we're not bad. I'm going to let that go. Um, Caldwell will fire +2, +3, +4. Got a 6. That's a 10. He knocks his out of the sky. Caldwell gets a kill. One of the things I'm going to modify in my module also is I'm going to put a player's log in here. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to use this player's log or one of the ones on Board Game Geek, but I do plan to put that in there. But they take a little bit of time to program in because you got to do each individual square and section, and they just can consume a lot of time and working, and especially with the holidays and everything. I just haven't had a lot of time. So eventually we'll see a digital um, player's log in my campaigns. So that's all of my guys. Bombers can only um, defend. They're not aggressive. Well, I guess it assumes that the bombers are avoiding and not really firing when we're not engaging them. Doesn't say anything about bombers on unassigned bombers. I know unassigned escorts get the fire. You know what? I know I didn't play that way on my bombers, so unassigned bombers. Think about things way things would work in real life. An unassigned bomber with guys attacking is shooting at an aircraft, even if he's not attacking his plane. But they would be afraid to hit one of their friends. So, don't overthink things, Greg. I know bombers don't act as normal. Unengaged bandits. Repeat, all bandits. They go by bandits or bombers, and they don't mention bombers in that section of the dogfight scenario. So I'm going to not let him attack. And if I'm doing that wrong again, let me know and I will adjust myself in future missions. Slow pilots. That was the slow pilots. Aircraft move. I'm going to stay in there. And we're at this point, the bombers are disengaged from my guys. Bombers and don't stay in a dogfight. So they are not engaged to anybody. Bandits move. And I know aircraft cannot move out of areas where aircraft are, so we're still in there. They're not moving out of there. Advanced turn. It's a big ocean out there, and my planes would definitely outrun them, so they would not get away from me. I agree with that rule. Dive bombers, no. Fast pilots, no. Sights and by bandits, no, because we're bombers. Slow pilots. And I'm going to assign I better too. Unassigned fighters. Unassigned bombers. I'm gonna keep playing it the way I played it because I know your fighters, unassigned fighters, can attack. They just do a regular attack. I'm half tempted to roll bomber attack on one of these guys. Let's do that. I'm gonna roll bomber attack on. I'd rather err on the side of fairness for the enemy. I'm gonna roll once. It's out of turn, but for this bandit here, I mean bomber here, and I'm gonna make him choose a random. We'll roll random first. Start with Aldrich. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be Gutenkunst. He's gonna be a 4. This is a straight up roll. -1. Gutenkunst -2. -3 for that. A 0. So it didn't matter anyway. So good. I got that off my conscience. Now Gutenkunst and Aldrich are going to engage these two. Aldrich will come in. Going to use in my sights again. 3, 4. Add 4 to his die roll. 9. +2 attack. Bandit. -1. -4. -5. 2. Nothing. He attacks with a +2. A +3 is a +5. +6. 9. Gets another kill. He's up to 8. That's why I like to play ace. Gutenkunst will attack using in my sights also. 5, 6, 7. +1 attack. Bandit's going to attack him. -1, -2, -3. That's 3. No damage. +1. +2. And he's going to fire. That's a 9. So Gutenkunst gets a kill. And that is the mission. All right. So we're going to draw the homeward bound event. And that's going to be keep discard to re-roll any die roll. Now we'll reset that and get rid of that because that is over with. I like these event cards keeps, but if I put my event cards down there that I gotta keep, I will forget them. Bad enough I forget them up here. All right, let's put Aldrich back. Let's put all our pilots back, and we'll wrap this first mission up. Guggenkunst, Gallant, and Caldwell. All right, no search and rescue. Record mission outcome, victory points, adjust recon, and intel. We get one pilot who flew the mission gets an extra victory point. And all this I got to do on paper, so you guys will have to just sit here and listen to me ramble for a second or two while I do my paperwork. Record mission outcome. All right, 29. We started with 13 points. We kept 13 points. We destroyed the target. We earned 2 victory points. All right, that gives us 14. And adjust recon. There is no intel on this one. Recon will move up here, so that gives us three cards to draw from still. And special option points, nothing. Add target card stress to pilots. Again, we're down here in the stress zero, so none of that's going to happen. Pilot stress recovery. I'm only going to do that for the ones that didn't fly. And I will do that after the second mission is over. And I will do that for everyone, including going through. Now let's do the coal right now. I'm going to take that coal off of him. He goes down to three. No coal, no coal. So they're all done. So this is all part of recording the stress anyway. Record pilot experience and stress. So Aldridge, we'll start down the bottom here because Aldridge don't get experience. He gives it away. We got Caldwell. He has two stress. Gets two experience. And that'll be enough for promotion. All right, he now gains an SA on top of his gung ho. That's a good one. And that does not hurt to have a fighter pilot that can go fast. And it really didn't help much else. His stress level's 5. He's still slow. He's still only a +1 anti-aircraft, so not much change there. Gallant. He has one stress, gained two experience points, and he's two away from promotion. Gutenkunst has zero stress, and he gained two experience points. Now, he took out two planes. I'm going to give Aldrich's experience to him, which will give him 6 now, and he will promote. Yes, he will promote. So Gutenkunst will now become a skilled. And he also gains an SA, very important. And but he's still only a +1 ATA and still is slow and only 5. So he's a skilled 7. And Caldwell is a skilled 9. All right, that takes care of that. Aldrich has 3 stress. And that's the paperwork for that. Let me draw these guys over onto my ready room and get them out of the way. I'm quite happy with the way that turned out. We got lots of promotions. We got our victory points. We didn't take much damage. We didn't take much stress, and it was a zero stress mission. So, um, not bad for the condition my squadron was in to have a mission like that. And I did not get a chance to read up on recon missions, so I'm going to go into the. We're going to bring this one up. Put this one down in my destroyed pile. And we'll bring this one. Let's zoom out a little bit to make this easier to set up. And he'll go there. He'll go there. Oh, belay that right there like that. And there's my mission set up. And real quick, I'm going to go back to my rules here online and read about Recon, photo recon. Let's see if it tells me anything. Okay. Photo recon. If you have an aircraft in its area at the end of any turn at low altitude, shift the recon or intel counter by one to the right at the end of the mission. Well, that's a special site, so that doesn't. I assume that's the same thing. At the end of any turn, you got to be in that target area, and you got to be at low altitude. And that looks like that's the photo recon mission. So good, I'm all right with that. Let's bring up. We're just gonna stick him here. Charlie Field. Charlie Field has a gung ho and an agile. I think it would be stupid to do anything but come in from this direction so we can avoid these two riflemen altogether. And we could also come in from the top. We're also keeping our eyes out for, let's bring them in from the top so I can keep track of my cards. All right, let's zoom that back out so we get a little clearer. And 100%. I like to see everything clearly. We got to remember this. We got to keep this card. Next time a pilot suffers a damaged result, they suffer +2 stress. Nobody's received damage yet. They have received stress attacks, but they haven't received damage. And we got to remember this one. Keep this card to re-roll any die roll. So, let's go down here and start this one. We already did the pre-flight at the beginning. We're going to draw target bound event card. And target bound is right there. Every time a pilot performs a dogfight maneuver, he suffers 1 stress. That could be a problem. And I went and added this border in. I got that from Thunderbolt Apache Leader, and modified it some because, as you can see, you start getting all these cards piled up, and you're going to have trouble remembering which one you're supposed to do what with. So I went with this, and I think it works well. Um, it's really not hard to put it in there. If anybody ever wants it, just contact me somehow, and I will send you the little artwork I made and tell you how to put it into your Vassal module. Um, Place aircraft. I already did that. I got ahead of myself. And he's coming in low. It's not going to help to come in high. You can't change, and you got to be low for a photo anyway. So, um, determine and place bandits. 1 bandit is what we get to draw for this one. It will probably draw the worst possible one. Here we go. And once, twice, got it. No bandit. Holy. All right. Um, Intel air defense adjustment. I think we're still on no change. That is correct. Draw over the target event card. Every time a pilot suffers stress, roll a die. 1 to 7, suffer no stress. 8 plus, suffer stress as normal. I like that one. We'll take that. And yet another card to remember. Like I said, this can get pretty crowded in here sometimes. I'm going to put him there so I can get my cards in there. That's why I really like that little mod I put in there. Like I said, it's not my idea. I got that from earlier. Leader. Um, Vassal modules. Place turn counter on box 1. Die Dive bombers dive. Nope. We're actually going to shoot right on through the aircraft move because I know nothing can happen. And he'll move. Bandits move, but there are none. Advanced turn counter and go back to dive bombers. Again, nothing can happen, so we're going to go straight to aircraft move. He's going to come on in. Bandits move. Nope. Advanced turn counter. Dive bombers dive to low. No. Fast pilots attack. No. Sights and bandits attack. We have two of them. This rifleman's going to fire. And he rolls a 3. Nothing. This rifleman's going to fire. He rolls a 7. That is a stress. I think I'm going to. It's a stress. It's not worth using that card. Well, we got to use this one. Every time a pilot suffers a stress, roll a die. So we suffered 1 stress. Let's roll a die. 3. We suffer no stress. Nice. Slow pilots attack. Aircraft move. And basically, as far as I can tell, that's the mission. He's at low. He didn't fire or attack. He took the photo recon. If it's the same as the one for special sites, then we've met the criteria. If you have an aircraft in its area, at the end of any turn at low altitude, shift the recon or intel counted right by 1 at the end of the mission. Well, we can't shift that. That's particularly for that site, that special site. But I think the same principles occur here. So, mission's done. This card we can reset and get rid of. That one we can reset and get rid of. Alright. Draw homeward bound event. If no pilots were shot down during the mission, gain 3 SO points. Why, thank you very much. I think I will do that. No pilots were shot down. So we started this mission. That's 44. And I forgot to show it on the map. Yada, yada, yada. And we gained 3 SO points. Thank you very much. I like that. No search and rescue. Record mission outcome. Mission outcome is we started with 13 SOs. And that was Charlie Field. We now have 16 SOs, so we're starting to get away from that pivotal point where I was getting worried about things. We also accomplished a mission, so I'm going to put an X for destroyed, even though we didn't destroy it. We had to take a picture. That was worth 2 victory points, nothing else, which will take us up to 16. So we have officially hit dismal, which is good. Next time we should go to poor. And let's record everything. Record mission outcome, adjust recon intel, and special options. We've done that. Add target card stress to pilots. This is a stress 1 location. And Field will gain 1 stress. But he's going to stress recover 1 stress. So, because it's cooldown, so that's going to be a 0. Very nice. I like that. Pilot stress recovery. We will do that now. Let me get Field back over here to the sheet. And then we will go through and mark off all the pilots that did not fly. We'll give them their stress recovery. Oh yes, I'll finish what we're doing here too. All right, let's get this over here. So, Aldrich, we'll start up here in the right corner. He flew. Jacob Tanjayan did not fly. He has zero coal, so he'll recover 2 points. Gunkun's flew. Rowland did not fly, and he has zero stress, so he will decrease too. Oh, he's not. No, it's Gunkun's. He'll decrease too. All right. And Gingrich. He did not fly. He will reduce two. Gallant did fly. Caldwell did fly. Ryder did not fly, and he will drop down to stress also. So we're starting to look like we'll be good for the next day. Field flew. Ludwig did not fly. He'll recover both. Could have recovered three. Bear Grimmond did not fly. He'll recover two, could recover three. Good, we'll be ready for a bomber mission. And Garcia did not fly. He can remove three. And so he's looking pretty good too. So we've got a lot of stress showing. Um, but it's all manageable. These guys are pros, they can do this. So let's go back and do the last step, which is record all pilot experience and stress, and that was field. And he's at zero stress, and he gets 2 experience points for completing that mission. And it's good we got that because that improvement. Now we drew that card. As long as this card, if we did not accomplish a mission, is not destroyed, we would not be able to move the recon and intel counters. So that's the improvement. And that, my friends, is it. I'm going to clean this up, but you don't need to see that. Oh, Charlie Field. He got the 2 experience points, which I believe, yes, he's an A4, will promote him. So let's do that while I have you guys' attention. Charlie Field, he will go from an average 4 to a skilled 5. He gets a coal. Now he gets an extra gung ho. And he's still 0A to A and still slow. So it didn't really help too much, but we'll take whatever we can get. His stress level is now 5. And hey, this is what happens when you get the random selection. You get 18 points, but you're stuck with what you get. So you might still have a 0 guy at the skilled level, and it is what it is. Right now, I have um, 2 skilled guys that really aren't much good to me with their +1s and zeros. So actually, 3 of them. Actually, 4 of them. So that's what happens. I mean, it's worth it to me still. And because with that 18 points, I was able to bring in Aldrich, who's already given me 2 points for every 2 experience points for every mission he's flown, and he's flown 4 of them, so that's 8 experience points given to other pilots. And he's killed 8 opponents, which could have caused me a lot of damage had I not had him. So that's a compromise I'm willing to accept. So enough of me rambling. You guys have heard enough. I want to thank you all for joining me, and hope I didn't play too poorly. Hopefully, you enjoyed this. The Vassal module is a welcome addition, and like I said, mine's a little modified, but other than that, it's still a very good playable module, and I recommend it for anybody that has space issues or likes Vassal. So, thanks for joining me, and you all have a good evening, day, whatever time of day it is you're watching this, and may the dice be in your favor. Thank you.